What's going on, everybody? Today we have a brand new tactic for you guys. It is a 3-4-3 that I tested with Napoli, which I have a feeling I'm going to be testing a whole lot with them going forward with their new squad, having Romelu Lukaku and company there. They are very, very fun to test with. But with this 3-4-3, it is darn near perfect in what it allows your side to do. As we can see right here on screen, it allowed us to win a treble with Napoli by winning the league, the Coppa Italia, and the Super Cup. Now, the way that this 3-4-3 lines up is pretty unique because it is very attacking. Most 3-4-3s or anything with the 3 in the back kind of tends to be slightly more defensive. However, this version, pretty attacking. We've got an advanced forward up top, 2 inside forwards, 2 wing backs on the outside of 2 Segundo Volantes, and then 3 ball-playing defenders. You'll notice one of those ball-playing defenders kind of sags off. That's because they're ball-playing defender on cover. Then we have a sweeper keeper. Now, how exactly does this tactic build up? So the advanced forward stays advanced. They're the striker. We got those inside forwards acting as wide strikers, so they cut inside. Then we have the wing backs supplying the width. Then we have the Segundo Volantes coming up to plug in some gaps, and then followed up by the safety net of the back 3, who will then come up like this, and this essentially is how your tactic will build up. It is very attacking, very good, very potent, and will score you a boatload of goals. Now, to kind of help showcase what this tactic is capable of, I'm going to show you some match highlights. This is a match between Napoli and Torino in the Serie A, where Napoli end up beating them by a score of 7-0. They absolutely trounced them, and this tactic looks absolutely phenomenal within these highlights. And right there within those highlights, you see contributions kind of from everywhere. You got the ball-playing defenders coming forward, creating plays. You got goals coming not only from your striker and wingers, but also your Segundo Volantes, as well as your wingbacks. Everyone contributes to the wins within this tactic, which if you're looking for kind of total team football from a 3-in-the-back system, this is definitely one for you. Now, before we break down things within FM for the tactic, if you wish to give this tactic a go for yourselves, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description. That's where you're going to be able to download the tactic from within the download section of my Discord. Now, for those of you that may not be on PC, aren't able to download the tactic, or don't have Discord, feel free to just copy over the tactic from the video. I'll be going in depth with all the player roles and all the instructions. Alright, so the tactic file name that you will be looking for is Gormy's 3-4-3 Blue. It's got an advanced forward on attack up top, 2 inside forwards on attack, 2 wingbacks on support, 2 Segundo Volantes on support, 3 ball-playing defenders in the back line. However, the outside ones are ball-playing defenders on defend, and the inside one is ball-playing defender on cover, with a sweeper keeper on defend. Now, the advanced forward has shoot more often and tackle harder. The inside forwards both have crosses aimed at center, shoot more often, and tackle harder. The wing backs on support have cross more often, cross from the byline, crosses aimed at center, dribble more, stay wider, and tackle harder. The Segundo Volantes on support have dribble more, move into channels, and tackle harder. The outside ball playing defenders on defend have dribble more, stay wider, and tackle harder. The ball playing defender on cover, which is that central defender, has dribble more and tackle harder. And then the sweeper keeper on defend has take fewer risks. Now, mentality-wise, I ended up doing this with a balanced mentality. However, you can do positive and or attacking. Just know The higher you go mentality-wise, the riskier it's kind of going to be. So if you need to nick a goal late or try and get back into a game, that's when you kind of bump up that mentality. But we absolutely dominated on a balanced mentality, so I would definitely suggest going with that at first. But if your team is absolutely elite and broken, feel free to go with whatever you want. So when we are in possession of the ball, we have fairly narrow attacking width. We play out from the defense, work the ball into the box, use low crosses in the final third. We have shorter passing directness and slightly higher tempo. When we're in transition, we counter press and counter, distributing the ball quickly to the fullbacks and center backs by rolling the ball out. Once we're out of possession, we have a high press line of engagement, much higher defensive line, more often trigger press, and get stuck in for tackling. Now this tactic can kind of be used with anyone if you have the right players for these roles. So if you are in non-league, it's definitely going to be more difficult to play a system like this, but the higher leagues you go, it's definitely going to be easier. And it's definitely going to be easier if you're more so a mid-table to elite type side within your league. You're looking for a tactic to just kind of help you throttle the league that you are in. Now, there are some tactical tweaks that you can make for those lower type sides that if you want to run this type of system, it'll definitely help you get more out of this tactic, or if you just want to make these tweaks in general. So tweak number one is the striker. Now, I tested this with multiple different striker roles. I've done it with the advanced forward, I've done it with the target forward, complete forward, and pressing forward. They are all very, very good. You can use any of them. It's kind of whichever floats your boat or whatever suits your striker best. When it comes to your width, you have those inside forwards on attack and those wingbacks on support. You can swap their role duty if you wish to do so, meaning put those inside forwards on support, and then if you have some pretty attacking wingbacks, end up switching them to wingbacks on attack. It'll still kind of perform the same. And then this is an instruction tweak. So you'll notice everyone essentially has tackle harder on, and there is the get stuck in instruction. If you're feeling you are committing too many fouls, feel free to go on the rolls and then just take off tackle harder. But first, I would go ahead and take off get stuck in for tackling. Take that off, see if it makes any difference at first. And if it doesn't, then go ahead and take off the tackling on all the player instructions. But there we have it for today's tactic. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you wish to give this tactic a go, once again, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description. That's where you're going to be able to download it from within the download section of the Discord. And if you did happen to enjoy today's video, please feel free. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so when I hit that sub button, right now on screen will be popping up my most recent tactic video, which you should definitely check out. But until next time, everyone, have a good one. Bye-bye.